Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create this festive Christmas party makeup look using some absolutely beautiful high quality makeup products. Let's get straight into the tutorial. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation to even out my skin tone before moving quickly onto the eyes, which is the main focus of this makeup look. Starting with the brows, I'm going to be using my Collection eyebrow kit in the shade Brunette to fill in any sparse areas. I absolutely adore the colours in this palette, and I also use them quite frequently as eyeshadows, as you'll get to see in a bit. Once filled in, I'm just setting them with the brow gel included before moving on to my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be taking my MAC Paintpot in the shade Groundwork, which is a really beautiful kind of orange toned brown. And I'm just applying this with my fingers and patting it onto the eyelid. This can be quite messy as we're going to blend it out with eyeshadows in a minute, but yeah, just pat that colour on and make sure it's nice and pigmented. I'm also taking that on a pencil brush underneath my lower lash lines to start building up a kind of smoky look. Next, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I'm going over that paint pot with the shade Faith, which is very similar, but I'm just using that to blend it out slightly and make it a little bit more pigmented. And then I am taking the shade Blow to highlight my brow bone and also blend out that eyeshadow so it looks super flawless and super smoky. So to darken the eyes slightly, I'm going back in with the two darkest shades in my Collection Brunette eyebrow kit, and I'm using them on the outer crease of my eyelids to really build up a smoky look. Also, don't forget to take it underneath the lower lash line. You basically want to imitate what you're doing on the eyelid to underneath the lower lash line. Next, for eyeliner, I'm taking my Extreme Bold 24-Hour Felt Tip Calligraphy liner from one of my absolute favourite makeup brands, Collection, and I'm using this to draw on and build up my winged liner. This is almost like a 2-in-1 eyeliner because of the shape of the nib. The precision nib allows you to create a really thick, bold line and an accurate flick, whilst the slim line nib produces a really smooth, fine line, perfect for either day or night looks. So I'm using the precision nib, which allows me to get really close to my lash line and really just building up that flick on both eyes. I've been really enjoying this eyeliner because it's fast drying and also has a long lasting formula which allows me to define my eyes and withhold smudging for up to 24 hours, which is absolutely perfect for the party season. Once you're happy with your winged liner, be sure to also take that underneath the lower lash line. Next, I'm taking a black Kohl liner and I'm lining my top and bottom waterlines, and also being sure to smudge them out with a pencil brush underneath for a really sultry look. And I'm also taking a little bit more time just to build up that eyeshadow on the top eyelid until I'm really happy with the darkness of the shades. Next, it's time for glitter, which is my favourite part, so I'm going to be using my Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner. This is available in 14 shades, but I chose the colour Funk as I think it's a really beautiful, almost kind of gold rust coloured glitter, which really sparkles in the light for a really gorgeous gold festive look. So I'm going to be taking this all over my eyelid, right up to the crease of my eye for a surprise sparkle when you blink. This is really stunning and really makes an impact when you look down, so everyone will catch a little bit of glitter. For this look, I think it's really important to get as close to the black liner as you can to not leave any gaps, and the shape of this kind of precision brush makes this really easy to do. I'm also taking this along the lower lash line and on the inner corners of my eyes for a little bit of extra glam. And luckily enough, this also has a quick drying formula, which means I can move straight onto mascara. So for mascara, I'm using one of my new favourites, which is the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash mascara, and I'm applying this to both my top and bottom lashes before applying falsies. So I'm going to be using my Kiss false eyelashes in the style Chic, and I'm not going to show you me applying these as I find it so difficult to do, especially on camera, but once it's done, I'm again using a little bit of that mascara just to make sure all the lashes are blended. Now on to concealer. I'm using my favourite Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and I'm just applying that underneath my eyes, down my nose, on my chin, above my eyebrows, and on any blemishes, and I'm just using my finger to pat this into the skin. This is one of my favourite parts of makeup, as this is where I normally really see a kind of transformation in my skin. This is such a great quality, affordable product, and I use the shade 1. For contour, I'm using my OCC cream pigment in the shade John Doe, and I'm using that to contour both my nose and my cheekbones, as well as a little bit on my temples and underneath my jawline. For highlight, I'm using my Estee Edit Flash Illuminator in the shade Heat, and I'm just applying that on top of my cheekbones, on my brow bones, down the centre of my nose, and also on my Cupid's bow. And finally, for lipstick, I'm going to be using my YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in the shade 47. This is such a beautiful colour, very nude, very creamy and pigmented, just leaves your lips feeling nice and soft. So here is the finished look. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Do let me know if you've recreated it. I would absolutely love to see your pictures. Be sure to tweet or Instagram them to me. I also hope you have a wonderful Christmas and that all your festive wishes come true. Have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!